Okay, today I'm going to talk to you about forces and elasticity. So when you apply a force to an object, you may cause it to stretch, to compress, or to bend. I'm just going to quickly demonstrate those three onto this spring. So you could stretch it, compress it, where you push it close together, or bend it. In order to do this, you need more than one force acting on the object, otherwise it would simply move in the direction of the force. So for example, if there's just one force, it just moves in the direction of the force. So there needs to be at least two forces acting in order to do one of these three things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a quick diagram to show you some springs, and so we could learn some key terms that we need to know. So imagine I've got this spring that's hanging on this stand here. Now what I do is, let's say I've got this load, which is some hanging masses, which just goes onto the spring. Now what will happen is the force of this mass pulling this down will cause the spring to extend. So we'll have this idea of extension. Now, so that's the first idea, this idea of extension. So when we put this mass on, it causes it to extend. Now, an object is said to be elastically distorted if, when we stop applying the force, it will return to the shape that it did originally. So for example, with this spring, I stretch it, I want to let it go, it returns to the shape, so its original shape. So that is said to be elastically distorted. However, if I add too much force, so let's say I add some more of these hanging masses here, so I've got a bigger load. This time I've got a bigger force, and we've had much greater extension. We get to a certain point which was referred to as the elastic limit. So if we reach our elastic limit, our spring will not be able to return to its original shape. If that's the case, we'd say about this spring, it has been inelastically distorted. So it will not return to its original shape. So those are some of the key terms that we need to know in order to understand elasticity. Now the final thing that we need to know about really is this concept of work done. So remember, whenever we're thinking about work done, we're thinking about how much energy is being transferred. So when a force stretches or compresses an object, it basically causes energy. So energy is transferred to the elastic potential energy store. Potential energy store. So whenever we have any of these kind of weights applied to this spring, we've got this idea of work being done, so energy being transferred. Please watch the other videos about particular experiments to do with extension, and also the equations that are linked to extension that explain work done in more detail. Thank you.